Hello, this is me. It's Tim from Tim and Jordan back again with another video. This time it is me, Tim, with another video.
And me.
And Jordan. And it's Tim.
I'm here as well.
And Jordan. Tim.
Yeah, you forgot about me.
You say Tim.
Go on, say my name.
And Jordan.
Okay.
On wrestling.
So anyways.
Don't forget about the on wrestling bit. Don't forget about the on wrestling.
Alright, Tim and Jordan on wrestling, and today we're doing our second ever podcast. Well, we did one beforehand, but Tim decided not to record my audio. Well done.
Pretty plainly speaking, yes.
Yeah, in this topic we're going to talk about what's happened with Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Hell in a Cell, and 3 other topics that we will not tell you, though you can guess one by the title, and it's about WWE and Vinnie Mac. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's start off with Raw, since it's the first one in the order for the week. Okay. Start off with Chris Jericho coming out and saying that he lost the list of Jericho. Christ help us. We need that list.
Yeah, you were telling me about this.
Yeah, he's angry and all that. And then Kevin Owens is angry and he comes out and says, hey, we want that list. Yeah. And Stephanie comes out and says, look, you're being goddamn ridiculous here, you stupid idiot. Yeah. And then out came Seth Rollins with the list. But here's the thing. He says that KO and Stephanie McMahon are on the list.
Oh,
what do you think about that?
It's very controversial, isn't it?
Creating a little bit of, like,
dissension
between Jericho.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's sort of like going into Hell in a Cell. We know there's going to be they're not going to be on best friends again.
Of terms.
Yeah.
It has to, I think. Again, just filter the reactions later. I think Jericho might botch distraction, and Seth will win, and then KO will attack Jericho afterwards. They'll lead them up to a match at Survivor Series. Yeah. Oh. As up next is Enzo versus Carl Anderson. Of course, Enzo and Cass, they're facing Gallows and Anderson this Sunday. Yeah. And Enzo won. He did get the pinfall in the end. What do you think about that?
Yeah, as I say, the winner of the go-home show probably will lose.
Well,
so
that's not necessarily true.
Probably what's going to happen.
Legacy lost to DX before their match at Hell in a Cell 2009, and they lost them inside the cell. Same with Punk and Undertaker. Yeah, I think... Again, it's Undertaker, isn't it? And DX were just based against 2 jobbers. Anyways. Yeah. Cesaro and Sheamus, they went up against the New Day. It's New Day. Yes, it is. They lost. Damn. So I'd say your thing there would be like, I agree with you there. Like, yeah, okay. Anyways, Biggie ate the pinfall from Sheamus via a bro kick. Wow. Good old Brogue. Yeah, can't beat it. Like that. Well, you can, but... Anyways, yeah, Sheamus and Cesaro. I like the way that they've been playing this. They don't get along with this. Have to be tag partners. Yeah, yeah. It reminds us all, like, the other times they did that, like Team Hell No, or Austin and Michaels. Do you think that maybe... Back in the day. This will lead to a one-on-one encounter again at Survivor Series, maybe? Well, it can't be one-on-one since it's a tag team match. No, it's Survivor Series. You stupid idiot. And up next, Bayley versus Dana Brooke in an arm wrestling contest. Dana Brooke won because of course she did. The thing was crap. Let's move on to the next segment. Bo Dallas versus Curtis Axel. I know, Tim, you like Bayley, but I'm not going to talk about this segment. I was really offended by that, actually. It was bad. Anyways, Bo Dallas versus Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I actually heard that they took Curtis Axel's signs away from the crowd, so I don't know what the hell they were doing. But Bo Dallas bet Curtis Axel in his hometown. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Well done, WWE. Great booking as usual. Yeah, anyways, the Golden Truth versus the Shining Stars. Okay, Golden Truth won. Titus O'Neil and Mark Henry got involved for some reason, or whatso another. I don't know. But anyways, why? I think Goldust got the pin on Primo. I didn't watch the match. I don't know. As up next, best segment of the night, the contract signing between Sasha Banks and Charlotte for their Hell in a Cell match this Sunday night.
Oh yeah.
This was good. This was very, very good. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I liked it. I think it was it's just so amazing to see that they're actually going to go ahead with this. Firstly,
yeah, and it could main event the pay-per-view as well.
Yeah,
there's talks of it being main eventing it, but
if they're going to go all out, with the steel cage match, they might as well making it the main event. But they probably won't.
It's a Hell in a Cell match, Tim.
They probably won't.
Doing a steel cage match.
They probably won't.
Proper Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, whatever. Hell in a Cell. They probably won't make this the main event, but I think that'd be a good way. Like if they're going to go all out, they would do that. Yeah.
I'd say semi-main event. The penultimate match, and then it's the main event, probably Owens and Rollins. But what I liked the most about the segment was Mick Foley, them saying, "Look what Hell in a Cell has done to my career." It completely changed it in an instant. I was mad before, but then I dislocated shoulders in the match. I had my tooth went through my lip into my nose, thumbtacks, etc.
Yeah, well, that kind of...
And it made me feel like Charlotte and Sasha were hesitant.
That kind of goes on to
to sign the contract.
By
the way, Charlotte's now being called Charlotte Flair. I wonder why.
That kind of rings on to the thing about going into this match. We know that this is not going to be maybe as dangerous as other Hell in a Cell matches in the past. Maybe I think they're not going to go completely crazy in there.
I'd say they will. They're going to use this match to cap off this feud.
Right.
Since they debuted on the main roster, last year?
Yeah.
Feels like ages, but I think, last year.
Yeah. It was early last year.
And their sort of rivalry has been going since WrestleMania. And I think now that's 6 months later and we're getting into Survivor Series, they want to cap off this feud and not do a John Cena, Randy Orton sort of thing with these guys.
Maybe not.
Or girls, I should say.
Yeah, I think that this won't be obviously it won't be a Mick Foley match. It's a little more tame than that. A little bit more tame than that. So.
Well, I've heard rumors that Charlotte asked Mr. McMahon if she could do a moonsault off the top of the cell. So I definitely think that'll be a big spot. But the main thing I'm worried about is, can they do that big spot? Like Sasha, she has botched before.
Yeah, I don't want to see the same.
That's the reason why she lost the title.
A replay of the
SummerSlam.
I don't want to see a replay of that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to see a replay of that. So I don't think it's safe. I don't think it's a good idea just to go all out just for the sake of a cap on your feud.
In my opinion, that might be match of the night.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on from that, next was Cruiserweight Classic action, or Cruiserweight action, I should say.
Yeah.
As Rich Swann went up against the Brian Kendrick with T.J. Perkins on commentary.
I have seen this.
I like T.J. Perkins. I don't like his, promos. Yeah. But I love his entrance music. I like his movesets. And he's a good wrestler.
He's very good in the ring.
Rich Swann defeated Brian Kendrick in this match. So, what do you think about that?
I'm a big Rich Swann fan, actually. I think he's very good. He's very
Swann was
entertaining.
good in the match.
Yeah, he's really good. I just really like him. But, yeah, I don't think he's any time, I don't think he's a good contender for the title. Actually.
What I'm saying is, I think it's a bit too early to take the belt off of Perkins
for
their match at Hell in a Cell.
I don't think it's
don't spoil this for my predictions.
Right now, but
anyways, up next was Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn. Yeah, Braun Strowman refused to fight Sami, and they sort of played cat and mouse around the place for a bit. I think this is opening up a lot more to Sami's character. Where basically he's like, look, I don't care how tall you are. I want to fight you. And Strowman's like, you're just a small guy.
Huh.
I don't want to fight you. You're small, etc. I guess what they try to do with this feud, that we could the whole David vs. Goliath sort of thing, but it's not really clicking for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I always said that. I think Braun Strowman is exactly a talented in-ring wrestler, so I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. Because Sami Zayn is used to working with another talented wrestler, so it's gonna be a bit weird.
bit harsh here on Braun Strowman.
I think he'll carry the match.
I think he's got better in the ring, definitely.
He'll have to carry this match
and his squash matches.
Hopefully, WWE will drop this really quickly.
Yeah, anyways, up next was Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, another Minnesota town boy. As Brock came out to address Goldberg and basically all that. It's the first time we've seen Lesnar since SummerSlam and him murdering Randy Orton.
There's that, yeah.
But he was still cheered in his hometown, which of course he would be, WWE. You don't expect Minnesota, so Minneapolis, Minnesota, to boo Brock Lesnar.
No
That's
way.
like asking,
as they say,
Liverpool to boo Klopp.
No way,
it's
Jose.
not going to work.
No way, Jose. Unless Klopp fired all the good players.
Yeah, like they're all chanting Lesnar, Lesnar, and Goldberg sucks. The problem is like, why are you chanting Goldberg's name? You should be chanting Lesnar's name. And they're doing that. It's like, why are you saying Lesnar sucks? It was a bad segment.
Well, again, Paul Heyman, even if you know Paul Heyman's not having a good segment, then it's probably not the best.
Yes, if Paul Heyman can't save a promo, you know it's a bad promo.
Yeah.
It's since been confirmed over Twitter that Lesnar will face Goldberg at Survivor Series, which we'll talk about later. It's main event time. Seth Rollins defeated Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho.
Right.
But after the match, Kevin Owens destroyed Rollins with a pop-up powerbomb on the apron, which is the hardest part of the ring, might I add.
Yeah.
So,
that's true.
What do you make of the whole Rollins-Owens feud so far?
It's good, yeah. I think it's quite good, to be honest. I think the promos have been pretty decent so far. What do you think?
Yeah, Jericho's brought a lot to it. I think Jericho's definitely been the highlight of this feud.
Yeah.
I'd say this feud is definitely not gonna last long. I'd say it'll cap off at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Or maybe even this Sunday.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it for Raw. Now let's move on to, let's face the better show, SmackDown. You hate me for saying that, don't you?
Yes, I do, in fact. I don't think it's a surprise, is it?
Yeah, anyways, Bray Wyatt faced Kane in a no disqualification match to open up that. It was a fun little match to see them fight, but Bray Wyatt ended up winning because Randy Orton gave Kane an RKO from out of nowhere. I can finally say that, and it actually means it was a genuine surprise from out of nowhere. It seemed that Orton was about to give Kane help against Wyatt and Harper, but gave Kane an RKO and just made away.
Yeah.
And then Bray Wyatt pinned Kane for the win. So what do you think that means?
Is Orton in the Wyatt family? Question mark.
Do you think Orton's joined the Wyatt family?
No.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really fit in with their collection of beards, does he?
No, simply put, no. He has not joined the Wyatt family.
Kane looks more at home with the Wyatt family because of his hair thing, but he doesn't have a
Trust me, WWE are not that stupid. Trust me.
Yeah. Up next was the return of Becky Lynch. Hallelujah.
Yay.
It was good to see her back after a long hiatus.
Yeah, it was actually.
Would you agree?
I was very excited about that. Well, it wasn't a very long hiatus, was it? It was a short hiatus.
And she could barely say anything before Alexa Bliss came out because, of course, she did.
Despicable
behavior. They brawled, and Bliss actually got the better of Becky and sprayed a yellow streak down her back. Which,
for no reason, whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Jordan?
Why not?
Just for the cracks?
Might as well just sprayed, like, I want title on her
you might as well just go as far as doing that, but, like, that's a bit too obvious now. Like,
I don't work for WWE. And they are going to get their title match on November 8th in Glasgow, Scotland for the title. So we'll talk about that when it comes around.
Yeah.
Anyways, the 10-on-10 traditional Survivor Series Tag Team Elimination qualifying match now. SmackDown versus Raw.
Oh, yes.
And it was the Hype Bros beating the Ascension to qualify for the SmackDown team. Good additions for the SmackDown team, might I say. They are
they're decent.
Nice little team.
They're decent.
Yeah. And Heath Slater and Rhino were automatically in the team because it's Heath Slater.
Yeah. Baby.
He has kids. He needs this opportunity.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
Anyways, the Hype Bros got the pinfall in the end.
Yeah.
Ryder and Raleigh, I should say. I'm having trouble saying his name. I think he's saying, since it's like Raw, I keep on saying Rollins. It's Raleigh.
Yeah, watching too much Raw, you know.
Yeah. Or I just like to play with Seth Rollins in WWE 2K16.
That's probably it.
And they finished them off with the Hype Rider, which is an awesome name for their tag move.
Yeah.
As up next was Nikki Bella versus Natalya to become captain of the SmackDown Live match thing that's going on.
Yeah.
Pretty much, Nikki Bella won.
Yeah.
But she won using John Cena's STF on Natalya. What do you think about that?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Nikki Bella defeated Natalya using the STF.
That makes no sense.
Which is her boyfriend John Cena's move.
Why?
Do. And as then, of course, Carmella came down and attacked Nikki Bella and laid her out with Nikki's Bella Buster. Do you care?
No.
Do you really care about this feud anymore between Carmella and Nikki Bella? Like, I like Carmella, and I'm alright with Nikki Bella, but I don't like their rivalry. Just been like sneak attack after sneak attack. They need to start putting them in like maybe some matches. I know they did want a Backlash, but they need to start putting them in matches one-on-one on SmackDown. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe they should
maybe a no-holds-barred match. Maybe include some chairs.
I don't know how they're going to...
Next was Heath Slater and Rhino. Yeah, up next was Heath Slater and Rhino. He's got kids. He needs this job. Versus the Spirit Squad. What are they still doing here?
They should have had one-off appearance. They're just nothing.
Yeah. Anyways, Heath Slater and Rhino won. Rhino hitting Mickey with the gore, and hopefully he gores them into retirement again. But anyways, up next, by the way, the Headbang is supposed to be coming back to SmackDown, which is nice. Up next was the main event, AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose. If Dean Ambrose won, he'd get a title opportunity against Styles. Styles won via DQ after James Ellsworth super kicked the Phenomenal One.
Oh.
What do you think about that?
Yeah. Again, I like the way that they're just like putting James Ellsworth as like the fucking cluck for everything. The clucks for everything.
I'm sick of him.
Yeah, it's funny though.
I'm sick of the no-chinned idiot.
It's getting a bit. I get you. It's getting a bit tired. It's getting a bit like old. But now at this stage,
he's jumped the shark. He's jumped the shark quicker than the New Day.
That's a pretty funny segment, to be honest.
No, not really. Since I want Styles to have good matches in WWE. Hell, I'm tipping him for Superstar of the Year. I'm saying that right now. When Styles wins Superstar of the Year, go back to this podcast. Watch it when I said he would win, and I don't know, say I'm a genius or something.
No.
Although at this stage, it's probably going to be Roman Reigns, isn't it? It's probably going to be Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
No, WWE it's going to be Roman, but
I'd say it's AJ Styles, definitely. Yeah, hands down.
Yeah. I want him to have good matches against good opponents. Like the last couple of weeks, he's had good matches with like Ambrose, Cena, not Titus O'Neil, Apollo Creed. No, Apollo Crews. Yeah. I can't think of good SmackDown guys anymore. Yeah. It's just the only ones I can think of was like Cena, Orton, Kane, Bray Wyatt, Styles, and Ambrose.
Oh.
James Ellsworth has just completely melted my mind away. That's how bad he is. Let's just forget about that. Let's just move on to NXT.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yes.
Anyways, SmackDown. Sorry, NXT now. Moving on from SmackDown. God, my head's all over the place. And Team DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa defeated Tian Bing in their first round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And they were facing the Revival in the next round, a rematch from TakeOver Brooklyn 2. Good guy on champ, but they're looking good, I do have to say. What do you think?
Yep.
I just presume you said something there because I honestly can't hear. As up next was Aaliyah, who I think is making her return now against Billie Kay, and they somehow got Peter and Royce and Liv Morgan messed up in all this, but Aaliyah did win the match eventually. And honestly, this is just a complete cluster of them. I mean, I like the way they're making the NXT women's division seem a bit more depthful. But really, the only two that you really care about in the division are Asuka and Ember Moon.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Prominent.
Yeah.
Like, have them in like a fatal four-way something to earn a title shot against Asuka at TakeOver.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably the one before the Rumble.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, probably TakeOver Canada. They should fight, and then whoever wins faces Asuka for the title at TakeOver Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I agree.
And then maybe have like a Rumble match that night and have Ember Moon win it, and then she'll go on to face Asuka at TakeOver Orlando.
Yeah.
And up next was the perfect 10. Ty Dillinger facing Noah Podgets. Who cares? Ty Dillinger won with the tiebreaker, but up next, out came Bobby Roode. And it was
glorious.
And as Roode then planted Dillinger with a DDT on the stage and announced that he would face Dillinger at TakeOver Toronto for a match, I guess. So, what do you think about that? Roode versus Dillinger.
Yeah, sounds pretty interesting. I'd like to see that. It would be a pretty cool match to see. Why not?
Definitely. I mean, good to see that Dillinger's on the pay-per-view this time instead of being put to the pre-show like the other one.
Yeah, sidelined like that. Yeah, that was annoying.
Up next was the semi-main event, I should say. Thea Trinidad versus Asuka. Asuka's gonna kill you. Asuka did kill you.
Yeah. Not a big surprise. Not a big surprise.
She won with the
Asuka lock?
Fujiwara arm breaker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not the Asuka lock then.
The Fujiwara arm breaker. Apparently, Asuka knows the ancient Japanese style of how to kill a guy.
Oh, that is true.
In this case, how to kill a gal.
Yeah.
Up next was while Asuka's still in the ring, a video vignette from Mickie James, Asuka's opponent for TakeOver. What do you think about that?
James.
I basically just Mickie James saying that Asuka's gonna lose to her.
No, she's not. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
come on.
Asuka's gonna win.
Get out of there.
To try to turn Asuka heel. And really, that's not really the best idea, really. They didn't really do that with the Bayley feud, so why do it when she's feuding with Ember Moon?
I think Asuka
doesn't really make sense.
Is she still undefeated at this point in time? She's still undefeated at this point in time.
Yeah,
if she's still undefeated. She could potentially...
Ember Moon's going to be the first one to beat her.
Potentially, yeah. She could keep that title until she loses it to Ember Moon, but she could basically go undefeated, lose one match, then go up to the roster.
She's basically been in NXT for a year now, and she's risen so far up, and she's still undefeated. They're treating her like she's an absolute monster. And I swear she could kick half the main roster's ass as well.
Yeah.
Hell, even the men, she probably kicked all their asses.
Holy shit, she beat Nia Jax, remember? She beat Nia Jax, remember?
Yeah, I actually want Asuka to go to Raw, just so I can see Asuka versus Sasha Banks.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a great match. As up next was the main event to end the first round for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament Classic thing, and it was the Cruiserweight Champion TJ Perkins and Kota Ibushi versus Lince Dorino and Mustafa Ali. Of course, TJ Perkins
Guess who would win?
Ibushi did win. Perkins
Beat
taking
jobbers.
over Itami's place in that team.
Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it?
What do you think of the match?
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of the match?
Decent.
But they're going to have their hands full. Next, Perkins and Ibushi are facing the new stable Sanity. And let me tell you, I think they may have to lose.
Yeah.
Because Sanity is looking incredible at the moment. They're being led by Eric Young, and they're looking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Are they the guys with the masks on, or what's the deal with them?
They have. It's like a purge sort of thing with them.
Oh, okay. They're like sort of like these fucking anarchist guys walking around.
Yeah, exactly like
messing
that.
around.
Anyways, let's move on now. Let's go into
Right into news.
In a Cell.
Oh, no, we're doing the Hell in a Cell first. Oh shit, yeah.
We're going to hell, everyone.
We're going to hell.
We're on the highway to hell.
Yep.
That should totally be the theme song for Hell in a Cell. Highway
Oh
to
my
hell.
god! Imagine.
They've missed a perfect pun there.
Yeah.
Anyways, the kickoff match will be Cedric Alexander, Lince Dorado, and Sin Cara versus Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Araya Davari. Pretty much, kickoff show is going to start with a babyface winning, so I'm predicting Team Cedric.
Team Cedric. Yes, I'm on board with that as well.
Up next is Bayley versus Dana Brooke. 1, 2, 3, Bayley.
Dana Brooke.
All right.
JK,
Tim,
I said Bayley.
Bayley as well.
Yeah.
The way I was saying 1, 2, 3, I thought we'd say Bayley at the exact same time. Anyways, Enzo and Cass versus Gallows and Anderson. Who do you have and why?
1, 2, 3. Probably Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Hey, unpopular opinion.
Yeah, you got the club.
The club, yeah.
I'm gonna
Unpopular
go
opinion.
with.
Go with...
I'm actually gonna go with the club as well.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they need it more.
Yeah.
And I think Enzo and Cass will beat them on a Raw match and they'll have their final match at Survivor Series, which Enzo and Cass will probably win. So I actually agree with you.
Yeah.
Is the New Day versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the tag titles. It's New Day.
The New Day.
They're not going to take the title belts off them just as they're about to beat Demolition. It's New Day.
The New Day. Come on, guys. And I say Cesaro and Sheamus are, yeah, their future is, their days are numbered, really, aren't they? At this point.
I don't know what you mean by that, but you're saying New Day?
Yes. I'm talking about Cesaro and Sheamus. Their days are numbered.
You're saying New Day.
Yes.
Alright, up next, TJ Perkins versus the Brian Kendrick for the Cruiserweight title. Who do you have and why?
TJ Perkins. Because he has a lot of way to go as champion. And he hasn't really proved himself yet, so he needs more time to, prove himself, obviously.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's too early to take the belt off him. So I'm going to say TJ Perkins as well.
Yeah.
Up next, Roman Reigns versus Rusev in the Hell in a Cell match. I want Rusev to win so badly, but it's going to be Roman Reigns.
Roman is going to win.
Easiest
prediction of the night. Hands down. Easiest prediction of the night.
Yeah, Reigns.
Yeah.
And up next is Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens inside the Hell Cell. Who do you have and why, Tim?
You said it right yourself. I think it'll be a DQ. Kevin Owens win. No, sorry. Rollins wins by DQ. Why am I confusing myself?
There's no DQ inside Hell in a Cell.
Yes, but I am stupid. Yes, Rollins will win. Oh my god, Rollins wins. Start embarrassing myself here.
This is a tough one. I think they want to put the belt back on Rollins, but I don't think they want to do it too soon. And they want to do it at a big pay-per-view at Survivor Series. Although he does have his feud with Triple H coming up. Kevin Owens, I think they want to have him as the main guy on Raw, but they don't really have many enemies there. Plus, Jericho could turn on him. But
yeah,
how will he still keep the belts?
I think Jericho will turn on him in the match. That's what I meant to say. Jericho will turn on Owens, and then Rollins will win.
I think I'm going to go with...
I'm taking the risk here.
It's a tough one.
It is very tough,
Rollins.
Yeah. Yay! So...
and, of course, Sasha Charlotte, Hell in a Cell. Why? That's a simple question.
Sasha Banks, I meant. Sasha Banks, come on.
Of course, Sasha Banks, obviously. Yeah. They're using this to propel Sasha Banks. I'm sure... Probably she's going to have a feud with Nia Jax or Dana Brooke next. And that will stretch for a bit, and then they'll do Bayley Banks at WrestleMania.
Or maybe a triple threat.
That took absolutely forever.
It did.
We're now going to go into our 3 main topics. The first one about Shinsuke Nakamura. The next about Vinnie Mac. And the other one about Lesnar and Goldberg.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, up next, first, Shinsuke Nakamura. Basically, WWE don't have any plans at the moment to bring the former IWGP Heavyweight and current NXT champion Shinsuke Nakamura to the main roster, not Raw or SmackDown.
Strange.
Apparently they want to have him to be the face of NXT at the moment. Yeah.
Weird.
Basically,
I wouldn't have said they would do that, would I?
Yeah. I
wouldn't have thought that, to be honest. I get it though.
Yeah, he's 36 years old though. I think same thing with Balor. I bring him up as quick as I can.
Yeah. And
do that. And I want to look at some of the comments here. After what happened to Austin Aries and Samoa Joe, he shouldn't move up to the main roster. Oh yeah, cheer about what he did to Austin Aries. Basically, at a live event, Shinsuke was facing Aries, and did a King Shasha on Aries. Bam! His eye is dead. Basically, just Google a picture of him.
Oh my god!
He's dead, pretty much. He's just dead. Another one. I always assumed this would be the case. I thought he and Asuka, when they signed, would be the stars of NXT to indicate Japanese fans to sign up for the network. If either was on Raw and SmackDown, they could be viewed on television, but making them to a show exclusive to a network, it forces their fans to sign up. That's a smart business strategy there by Big Vince and his House of Incidents. If they want to increase network subscriptions, and their new main target is in Japan, I think putting Nakamura, Asuka, and Itami exclusively on that network. Of course, the Japanese guys, they want to see their guys in the WWE.
Smart business strategy.
They'd have to forcefully buy the network to see them.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Smart business strategy, in my opinion.
Yeah. He's clearly there to take Balor's place, as Balor did from Neville and Zayn before him.
Yeah.
From a business point of view, it makes total sense. I agree.
Yeah.
I think they need to build up probably Ty Dillinger, Bobby Roode, Austin Aries Austin Aries, I should say, before Joe and Nakamura go up, and maybe Eric Young as well.
Yeah.
So they can have a little four-way for the title, and Joe and Nakamura can go up to the main roster. I say Joe will go up after Survivor Series, and I think Nakamura will go up probably after TakeOver Orlando.
Yeah.
Or after TakeOver Brooklyn 3, if that, of course, happens.
Oh, yeah, true.
But in terms of who do you want to see Nakamura face after the Samoa Joe feud, who do you want to see him face?
Probably want to see him against Bobby Roode.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lovely match. I would like to see him against Aries, personally, because I think those two styles can mesh well. Although we've already showcased that I don't think Aries is ready for strong style. I don't know, maybe when he's fit, Itami, I think that'd be a nice match to see.
Oh yeah,
Itami's also accustomed
they'll have to do that match.
Style.
They'll have to do that match at some point, you know.
Yeah, and since Itami's accustomed to strong style,
it
makes for a lot safer match than put him against like Roode or Aries, who have never encountered that type of style before.
Yeah.
Who'd you like to see him drop the belt to? Because eventually he is going to have to drop the NXT title.
That's a tough one.
Tough one, innit?
Yeah, that's a very tough one, to be honest. I don't know. The person I would feel most suitable would probably be Bobby Roode, to be honest.
You just like Bobby Roode.
No,
No. Yes.
Maybe. I'm not just saying that because I like him. I'm just saying it because he's probably most suitable.
Yeah. The way I see it, there's a 5-way split where the title could go. It could go to Aries, it could go to Rude, it could go to Dillinger, it could go to Itami, and it could go to Young with Sanity.
Yeah.
I do think they should build Sanity up as like more a threat to like the Revival and the Authors of Pain for the moment. So I believe Eric Young aside, Aries and Itami, I do want to see them up there.
Yeah.
Itami is a bit injury prone, so I don't think they feel confident to put the belt on him. Aries is not really suited to strong styles. I don't think he can have a good series of matches with Nakamura. Dillinger, they need to develop him more, but I could see him as a potential candidate to take the belt off of Nakamura. And Bobby Roode, I don't like his finisher, but the rest of his offense is pretty sound, and he's a good mic worker. So I would think they would put the belt on Roode and have him go into rivalries with like maybe Dillinger again, Itami, and just save all that.
Yeah.
As we'll move on now from Nakamura because Christ, we talked about him for long enough. Up next, Big Vince saying that he would consider selling the WWE, his billion-dollar company. Basically, he said that in the third quarter earnings conference with Big Vince and George Barrios, the company's chief strategy officer, he said that he would consider selling the WWE under the right circumstances. Of course, they'd have to fork up probably around $2
billion?
Okay, basically, what do you think would you rather buy? I'm going to ask you two questions. First of all, what would you rather buy, UFC or WWE?
Oh, I would rather...
I'm asking this on a WWE podcast. So...
You're asking about me? That's a controversial one to bring up on this podcast, isn't it? It is. I would personally probably go with... this is a hard one, isn't it? I don't know. Wait, were you asking me from like perspective of like just purely off money? Which one would make more?
Pure coin.
Yeah.
If you had enough to buy one of the two of UFC or WWE, what would you get?
Well, UFC is worth a lot more, isn't it? Am I wrong in saying that? UFC is worth a lot more, considering all the fighters they have. So I would go purely off of that. I'll go off UFC. Sorry, people, but purely off of that, like the superstars they have there are just unbelievable. You know how much they rake in.
I would go WWE. I think it's a lot more profitable because I've just done the math there on my phone.
Right.
Let's say everyone pays $9.99 a month for a WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, $9.99 for the network.
Yeah.
And UFC usually do like a big pay-per-view event, like pay-per-view every 3 months, let's say.
But there's a pay-per-view at least every month. You do understand that?
Yeah.
At this stage, like, and they what to pay? You pay about what? 50, 60?
Yeah, you get 75 million
a year.
You know, for the 3 months, and that's like including like up to 6 shows, probably like 5, let's say. You get access to Raw, SmackDown, NXT, their TV shows, their exclusive network shows, all of that. And let's say it costs €50 for a UFC fight, and it's roughly estimated that around 1 million people watch the UFC fights live, as in on pay-per-view.
Okay.
That would wake up 50 million coin. So from a financial standpoint, along with like all the merchandise, I'd go with the WWE.
Okay, I understand.
Second question.
Yep.
WWE is. What do you guess? As in, I don't have the exact figure here, but what would you guess that WWE is worth?
Me? Oh, that's a hard question, mate. Do you know the answer?
Around, let's say.
Well, earlier you said 1 billion, did you not?
Yeah. Let's just say around.
Around the company, like all the wrestlers and everything, but combined.
No, as in the business itself.
The business itself.
As in with like all the TV show, like the bits it's accustomed to, with all of that. What do you think WWE is worth? Net worth, I'm saying.
$2.5 billion.
Okay. With merchandising and with that,
yeah,
I'm including all that. I'm saying $1.5 billion, which would be less than UFC. As in, you could probably buy 2 WWEs for the price of 1 UFC. UFC is like $4 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with WWE, they do rake in a lot of coin from like the network, the merchandising, like they're big on merchandising. We see it with John Cena all the time.
You don't forget pay-per-views as well. They still rake in money from pay-per-views as well. You don't remember?
Like, yeah, again, not everyone has the network.
Yeah.
Most people do buy the pay-per-views.
Like, especially like WrestleMania.
Price sort of thing.
Especially WrestleMania.
Maybe not stuff like Backlash, but stuff like SummerSlam,
WrestleMania,
Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Probably Money in the Bank as well.
Yeah.
That would rake in serious coin.
Yeah.
And also with WWE, they also have a lot of expenses. You know, they have to pay the superstars their money. They have to pay.
Well, yes. Give them
TV rights and like all their stuff. They have to do licensing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff they have to do, and they usually get a 270 million net worth, and that usually goes into like bringing in more superstars or more merchandising or stuff like that. Final question.
Yeah.
If you were Mr. McMahon, let's say you're Vinnie Mac up in Titan Towers,
yeah,
would you consider selling WWE at its current state?
The answer is no. It's at the moment, to be honest, I think it's in such a position where they have the potential. If they do it right, alright, they can get so much more money. They're on, like, literally, there's like a graph, okay? They're gonna make so much more money off of merchandise, off of everything. If they continue on this track, if they continue with the current wrestlers, obviously with the wrestlers they're bringing in from TNA, that's gonna generate so much more income that it's
Ring of Honor as well.
Exactly, it's kind of like unpredictable. And even with like, say if they get NXT, they get rights to TNA library or stuff like that, like that's gonna take away a little bit. But after a while, you're gonna see a lot more exposure, and that's gonna generate so much more income.
I'd say if WWE bring in 5 guys, and I can only name 3 of them since 2 of them are Japanese, but if they bring in the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, partner them up with Gallows Anderson and Styles, and reform Bullet Club in WWE and have them as like an NWO type of stable, they're mints. They've won pretty much. TNA can't compete with that. They tried with the Aces and Eights angle. They failed. I don't even think New Japan with their Bullet Club angle could live up to what WWE could do with Bullet Club. I mean, think of like the high quality styles you can have there. Styles, Gallows, Anderson, Omega, the Young Bucks. They also bring in Bad Buck Valet, Namichimel, Takahashi. They can bring in everyone for Bullet Club.
Don't forget.
And think of the people that we're going against. Yeah. People would pay big coin to see AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. They would pay serious coin to see John Cena versus Kenny Omega.
I'm just thinking of the serious audience.
Serious coin to see New Day versus the Young Bucks.
I'm thinking the kind of audience.
Think what they could do if they signed those guys.
They generate the kind of audience they might generate off of building upon TNA wrestlers or H wrestlers. It's the sort of audience you get.
How much a Bullet Club shirt would not only sell for, how much they sell. That's the scary thing about it.
Yeah.
If WWE had Bullet Club and probably, as an extension, Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero back with them, they'd be set.
Again,
the main problem I have, concern I would have for WWE at that point would be its creative.
Well,
that's always been a bit of a...
It's always been a bit of a struggle for them, hasn't it?
Mm.
Ever since the days of the days of the old Attitude Era with like the crazy shit that shenanigans that went on down there.
Chronic.
Yeah.
We'll just leave them there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did some stupid stuff. As much as the Attitude Era was awesome.
Yeah.
It did some stupid stuff. Like
it's sort of
Goldberg.
like yeah.
Remember him?
God damn it! What was that?
Goldberg. Speaking of Goldberg, let's talk about Goldberg.
Yay! Low transition.
It's been confirmed now over Twitter that Brock Lesnar will main event Survivor Series against Goldberg. The men who basically the dream match that turned to crap right in front of everyone's eyes.
Literally.
But do you think they may be able to pull off a better match? Obviously, Goldberg now has the heart. He wants to do this. And Lesnar, he's getting a big payday, so of course he would want to do this.
Yeah, I kind of thought about this, and I think the answer is they won't have a spectacular match, but they'll learn from the last match and know what not to do. They'll know that they shouldn't fall into the same mistakes they did last time. They shouldn't try to sell out. They shouldn't try to just try to get the match over with. Try to just do a swash, a snobber locker. Just try to beat the shit out of each other for half an hour.
If you ask me, Brock Lesnar is going to be the one that's going to try just like, screw it, let's just get it over with. Goldberg is back, and he's back for a reason. He wanted this match. He has the heart in it again.
Yeah.
Which was probably for the first time in his career that he's been in WWE, and he wants to be there. He wants to have this match with Brock Lesnar. Everything that went down with the whole 2K17 press release.
Yeah.
He wants to face Lesnar because out of all the people he faced, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, I think he faced The Undertaker at some point. Goldberg and Lesnar never got along. Think about it. Goldberg cost Lesnar his title against Eddie Guerrero at, I think it was either on SmackDown or No Way Out. One of those two. And I honestly think that match at WrestleMania, Goldberg has regretted that for his entire career. Well, his entire life since then.
Yeah.
And now I think he's back to put on an even better match.
He's fresh.
In my opinion, it's going to be a lot better than a WrestleMania clash. And I think Vince may offer Lesnar a bit more money.
He's sort of a new guy now.
It becomes a good match.
Yeah.
That's why I think they should rate Lesnar matches.
Yeah.
Instead of doing like suplex, F5, Kimura lock, which he doesn't do anymore, suplex.
Yeah.
I think they should do it on a rating scale. You know the Dave Meltzer ratings, let's say?
Yeah.
Let's say base pay, Lesnar gets $400,000 for his match with Goldberg.
Okay.
Every one star that goes up, he gets an extra $100,000, and that'll incite him to put on better matches. Which is something that Liverpool did with Balotelli when he came there. Like when he came there, Liverpool was like, "Okay, we're going to give you this, but we're going to give you a clause in your contract. If you do any of these things, you're out." And
Pretty
he
much.
did do some of those things, then he was out.
Yes.
So I think they should do that for Lesnar in terms of pay. And here's the thing: who should win?
Again, like I said, Goldberg.
It's a tough one because you don't want to derail Lesnar's ever-growing momentum.
Yeah.
You want someone an established star like AJ Styles or Finn Balor or Seth Rollins to take that peg down from Lesnar.
Yeah.
At the same hand, you don't want to bring Goldberg back to make him lose.
Nah.
Because then he will never, ever come back. Which I don't think he's going to after this, but
nah.
He'll definitely never come back.
What did he say in his speech?
Interviews or stuff like that.
He said in his speech that, you know, what did he say about Brock Lesnar? About how he was only coming after him, wasn't coming after anyone else. He was coming straight after him.
Yeah,
and
he said in his promo, not only, you're next.
Yeah.
You're also last.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, like, not to wrestle. I wouldn't bring Goldberg back to wrestle. I'd bring him back for, like, not some crap like Miz TV or some crap like that. Maybe just, like, on and off appearances. Like, some, like, Austin or The Rock does. Like, they appear from time to time and they do their thing.
Do their thing.
Sure, Goldberg hasn't really been the best at talking. Like. But maybe, as he said, he could have one more badass spear left in him.
Yeah.
He could have one more vicious jackhammer in him.
Yeah.
Also, quick question about the match and how would you book it? Nobody, even Lesnar, has ever kicked out of the jackhammer. Would you let Lesnar kick out of the jackhammer?
Yes, I would. Yes.
In this match.
Yeah. I think it's about time they let someone kick out of that. But I'd still, like I said earlier, I'd say Goldberg will go over.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Well, I agree with you, but I do it as more as a false finish sort of thing. Like,
yeah.
Lesnar's about to hit his F5, he's about to spin Goldberg around. Goldberg counters, pushes Lesnar, spear, jackhammer, 1, 2, kick out. And everyone's like, oh my god. Like a genuine, oh my god, WTF moment.
Exactly.
And then I would let Lesnar win with a... Sorry, not Lesnar, Goldberg win with a second jackhammer.
Yeah. On the second try.
Like, maybe 10 more minutes later into the match.
So, yeah, maybe like a bit of disbelief from the crowd, and then, you know, make it more exciting.
That's another thing. How long would you make this match?
I
say Lesnar, he hasn't really been the best at wrestling in his long matches in his career. And Lesnar, his main offense is suplex. So, how long would you make the match?
I say 15, max 20 minutes? What do you think?
I would honestly say max 15.
Really? You go that low? Yeah, I mean max 20 minutes. I think with all the
20 with
spots.
Entrances.
Yeah, no. I think 20 with entrances as well. But I think maybe they could have there'll be moments where they would obviously be looking at each other, you know, standing around. Obviously, there's stuff in there where they're not actually wrestling. There's stuff there where they're
just like standing, staring at each other. I would avoid that as much as possible. As it maybe like for a couple of seconds at the start of the match.
Yeah.
But besides that, no.
And no lying about.
That's what killed their match at WrestleMania 20.
No lying about.
Not letting that kill that match here.
No lying about. You think it must be like a fast-paced affair? Or do you want it to be slow burner? Do you want it to be slow or fast?
Slow as possible.
So then it will be. If it's a slow match, it'll go 20 minutes. Think about it.
Not slow. Not slow.
Medium. I'd say medium.
Probably
like a normal match, like
slightly slower than medium pace.
Okay, I got you.
I wouldn't have them do suplex.
Yeah, I go.
Give Goldberg or Lesnar enough time to rest after each move.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't make it as in like their WrestleMania 20 match where it's like 10-minute breaks between every move.
And you know they get berated by that like on Twitter afterwards if they did something like that. So
yeah.
No.
So we said who win. Would you make it violent? Would you make it no holds barred? Would you want to see blood in that match?
I don't think it needs it necessarily, because I think the whole gimmick of it happening is enough to excite the crowd. To be honest, I don't think it really like. It depends on having blood in the match. Like it's like, oh my god, we need this to be a gruesome affair. It doesn't really need to. It doesn't sound like you know it needs to be that bad. To be honest, I think the whole thing of him actually hitting you know, a jackhammer on Lesnar is enough to be like a crowd pleaser. To be honest, I think Brock Lesnar or either needs to beat the shit out of each other for any reason whatsoever. Again, I don't mind a little bit of blood, but God, you don't have to go over the top. Like, come on, please.
Yeah.
No SummerSlam. No SummerSlam.
I don't know.
I would honestly say no.
I would like to see blood.
I would honestly say no. I don't think it needs it.
At the same time, I don't want to. I don't want to see Goldberg bleeding like a stunk pig on his return.
No.
I'd say maybe bust Lesnar open.
Yeah.
But not Goldberg.
I don't know. I don't know if Lesnar would take that, would he? How would he take that? Like, okay, Lesnar, here's the plan. You're going to bust open. Goldberg's going to be completely fine. Like, I don't know how you take
I don't actually say Lesnar would be fine with it.
How would
He likes seeing his own blood.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I've
fair.
seen it, like, probably besides the Orton match, every single match I've seen with Lesnar in, he's been bleeding.
But how's the other...
Even segments where he's not even in a match, he's been bleeding.
But how's he going to take, like, the other person not bleeding?
I'd say he would. He'd be like, yeah, sure, no bother.
But he'd be fine with, like...
not like that, but, like, you know
he'd be fine looking like the... I guess... He'd be fine looking tough with blood on him. Like, he'd look tough as a result, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he looks scary.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how WWE wants to portray Lesnar. Just this scary monster.
It makes sense.
Like this guy that no one wants to fight.
Yeah. I agree. In that sense, that makes sense. That's a logical place to put blood, not just throw it in there just for blood's sake. Obviously.
Yeah. I want blood in WWE today to be meaningful. Like, and not a cheap way to go like, oh my god, he's dead. Like, the way they used it with Orton, that was smart.
Yeah.
To show Lesnar as like this monster who's not going to stop until like the opponent is dead.
True. That's a...
I think now wrap it up.
That's a good way to end it up there.
This time.
Yeah.
We're starting to get in a big thing between Goldberg and Lesnar. So you're saying Goldberg for the win?
Yes. Final thoughts? Final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm saying Goldberg.
Okay.
You're saying Goldberg or Lesnar?
Goldberg.
Of
Goldberg for the win.
Well done.
Yes.
Anyways, before we wrap up, Tim has a little announcement to make.
Yeah, okay. So I am just going to read out what we are doing on the... What date is it?
5th. Friday the May 5th.
Okay, so we have a little announcement for you guys because on the Friday the 5th of May next year, we are going to a WWE live event in Dublin in the 3 Arena. If you guys live in Ireland, you'll obviously know where that is. If you don't, just believe me, it's real. It's not fake.
Yeah,
we're actually going there.
Used to be the O2 Arena, now it's the 3 Arena.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's going to be a Raw show. So and the current list at the moment of superstars who are going to be there are Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, The New Day, Sasha Banks, Sheamus, Charlotte, and the Club. And we're going to be going to that.
That's good. It sounds really good.
We're going to be sure to vlog the entire experience as well.
Exactly.
I think this is Tim's first WWE event.
It is my first. That is true.
Yeah, I've been to 2 live shows in 2011
way back.
and 2012.
Ooh, way back.
At the 3 Arena.
3 Arena.
So
it should be exciting. It should be exciting.
Hopefully it's good.
It's interesting to see how your opinion might change as well. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how the roster changes due to injuries and returns. I'd say for a lock, it's in May. Balor's supposed to be back in April, so I'd say Balor might be back for us.
Hope, God, fingers crossed. I will definitely be hoping.
Even if he isn't, he is still probably going to be there and come out.
Yeah, and it's a post-WrestleMania show, so...
Still going to miss this.
Post-WrestleMania, so it'll be exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, just after Mania. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for our podcast. They went through a lot of topics. Let me know what what you guys think down in the description. This has been Jordan from Tim and Jordan on Wrestling.
Alright, this has been Tim from Tim and Jordan on Wrestling.
Yeah. And see you guys in the next podcast thing that we'll do next week. Take care.
Bye.